We are now about to begin our segment of health education. Topic is venereal diseases, and we are on parasite today. This is Liberian Radio and Television Network. Your host is Demas Kaklape. Okay, so you see the topic over there. Welcome to Platform for Education. Our topic is venereal diseases. We've been discussing venereal diseases, and our topic today is going to be on human parasite. All right? We're going to be on human parasite. So, we want you to share the video. Please share the video for us. Okay, so that we know that we are discussing human parasite. Okay, we want you to make sure of that. Okay. All right. Let's get that over there. Okay. And we put our topic there is human parasite. Your host. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Your host is Demon Kaklape, and we will be discussing what we call human parasite, and this is our health segment. Hey, our health segment. Platform for education. We educate you on your health. We educate you to know what is, when you see something going wrong, you can go to the hospital and you see the doctor. Sometimes the doctor will tell you some of these things we're telling you, then it comes right back on what we say to you. All right? So, yeah. Off?
I gotta fix on it for yeah.
All right, we will take a little break right here and then see what happens. Okay, and come right back. We'll take a little break. Okay?
Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver?
Then activate.
Some kind of way I can get it. Why must spoil liver? Some kind of way you can do it for me. Why must spoil liver? Yeah, some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up, eh. People hustle, no day, no day. But my hustle bringing some more thing. Oh, why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? See, Papa, your blessing that no more thing. Feel it before you can do it again. All kind of thing can creep my skin. When you get my own, I go crack in my leg, oh no. Crack like a big boy. Jehovah, you make me a big boy. When they make it noise, I don't talk. Take it like walking one side. The children say they bluffing, then they come in, baby, cripple. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Jehovah, you shower your blessings. Don't tell her Jawana. No, some kind of way I can get it. I was spoiled too far. Oh, some kind of way you can do it for me. I was spoiled too far. Yeah. Some people go sleep and I wake up. Then I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up. I wake up. Yeah. People hustle, no, they know. No, but my hustle bringing so much in. Whoa. I travel too far, I come back. Go America, I come back. I go Australia, I go Norway, I go Sweden, come back. You can let me go Holland, you can let me go Germany, you can let me go Britain. I keep bagging on me, let me for MTV. I be busy on MTV. Mama see me on MTV. Why am I spoiling for? Some kind of way I can get it. Live by it.
Considerations in advanced prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among men in the United States, excluding certain skin cancers. A common misperception about prostate cancer is that it is rarely fatal. In fact, it is the second leading cause of cancer-related death among men in the United States. While it is true that prostate cancer is largely curable when diagnosed and treated early, patients with advanced prostate cancer have a less favorable prognosis. Advanced prostate cancer is defined as cancer that has spread beyond the original tumor. The most recent statistics estimate that 3 out of 10 men are still alive 5 years after being diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. Male hormones, such as testosterone, cause prostate cancer to grow and survive. Early treatments for prostate cancer attempt to lower levels of testosterone in the body. This is known as hormone therapy. However, prostate cancer tumors may eventually begin to grow again, even though levels of testosterone in the body are low. At this point, the cancer is considered to be advanced. Researchers are studying why this occurs to gain a better understanding of how to develop treatments for prostate cancer. Talk to your doctor about questions you may have about advanced prostate cancer. Recent basic science and medical evidence suggest that one possible reason that tumors continue to grow is that they become extremely sensitive to the low levels of testosterone that surround them. In this way, tumors can grow even though there are extremely low levels of testosterone in the bloodstream. Additionally, studies done in both animals and humans show that the tumor may begin to produce its own supply of testosterone. This means the tumor is...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're taking a little break. We are right back here. So we just want to make sure that things are all right. So we want you to know. So, like we said, we've been discussing human parasite today. That's what we're going to be talking about. So, share the video and let's try to share it as much as we can. Let's try to share it. This is what we call platform for education on Liberian Radio and Television Network, based here in Pennsylvania, United States of America. Okay? All right. So this is where we are today. So let's get right back to our topic today. We say human parasite. We have been discussing venereal diseases, and we said that venereal diseases are people contract these diseases from sexual intercourse. You know, you can have oral sexual intercourse, you can have anus, you can have vaginal, and all that. So we said most of the diseases we're talking about are caused are due to bacteria. Then we divided the bacteria: gram-negative bacteria, gram-positive bacteria. Okay, and some of those things we said simple. We'll give you an example like we said strep throat. Strep throat is one of those gram-positive bacteria. Okay, gram-positive bacteria, you can get strep throat, you can get staphylococcus and all that. You know. All right, we came down to gram-negative bacteria. Okay, gram-negative bacteria, those bacteria that cause a lot of different things. You got abscess forming and all the other little small things. So you just know the importance of those things, because it left with the doctor to say this is gram negative, gram positive. He know exactly what antibiotic to order to give you, and that will be clear up. So we done with that. We went out to virus. We said virus. We discussed virus. We said let's say hemopapillomas virus. Hemopapillomas virus. That's the virus that is prevalent among the children that are going to high school. All right, and that can cause cervical cancer. So that's why before the child enter the high school, you should do what? Take the child to the hospital and get a vaccine for HPV, hemopapilloma virus. Okay, get that. So we want to let you know it's very important. It's on this side. All right, get that. Now we come down to parasite. Then we talk about, we divided parasite into two categories. One is ectoparasite, and the other one is endoparasite. Yesterday we discussed the endoparasite. The endoparasite are the one that cause diseases inside your body. Okay, some of those endoparasite, we say roundworm, we say you have people who got roundworm. Okay, you have people who have holeworm. You have people who have tapeworm, and these are worms that people get from like the roundworm, you get it from unsanitary area. All right, children walking barefooted, they enter through their feet and other things like that. And again, when the person had this worm, they pass the air in the feces and they clean themselves. They don't wash their hand, hold the food and eat it. They just get right back into the stomach. Okay, that's roundworm. And the sign for that, we say around your neighbor will be hurting, it will be just painful and other things like that. Then we talk about the whole worm. It stick. It got a fan right to the mouth. It stick right into your intestine, and when it stick right into the intestine, all it does, it will keep sucking. It will keep sucking the blood. It just keeps sucking the blood because it sucks straight through the artery. All the blood, all the good blood are coming with food, with egg and everything, with water. That whole worm will just keep sucking it, and the result, you are not eating anything for your body to use to produce more blood cell. So as a result, you will your total blood volume, your hemoglobin, the concentration will be less. So they start saying you have low blood. And of course, when you have low blood, when you know that you have low blood, you yourself feel it, what will happen? Okay? Your eyes, you start having dizziness. You say, oh, my eyes swimming. When you bend your head down, you get up, your eye will swim and all that kind of thing. You know, somebody who have low blood. And when you have low blood, you easily can, like, you faint easily, pass out. Those are the things that happen. Somebody have low blood. Okay? Those are the things we talk about when you have low blood. It happens on that side. You can't just say you have low blood. You want to know what cause of the low blood. Is it that you have holeworm infection, holeworm parasite infection? Is that what you having? That's the one that suck the blood and you don't know? Is that what happening? Those are some of the things we talk about. Then we say pinworm. Pinworm are some of those things that can make the child anal itching. Okay, the child anal will be itching and all that kind of thing. So we don't want those things to happen. And then even big person who got pinworm, they start itching every now and then. They itch as pains and other things like that. Those are parasites that can cause infection inside the body. All right. Then we say tapeworm. Tapeworm is a worm that you know harbor in the pork meat. You see, if you didn't cook the pork meat properly, you will get problem with that. You see, you will get problem with that. So it's not right. You see. Then we talk about toxoplasmosis again from the same uncooked meat. It can affect your eyes. It affects your eyes so much that it will cause you to be blind. So people who eat roast meat from the street, be careful. Okay? Be careful. Those are some of the things we talk about. All right? Here now, we are going on a parasite, but this parasite we're talking about is going to be the parasite that can live on your blood, but from your skin. All right? Your skin. So we said that ectoparasite live on the skin only though. It live on the skin and it feed on your blood. It just suck your blood. You see, most of the ectoparasites, okay, do not actually cause disease. You see, the endoparasites are the one that so dangerous can cause disease. But the ectoparasite, you don't worry about that. You know the first thing of the ectoparasite we talk about, bed bugs. You see, majority of people got bed bugs all around in those houses. Bed bug does not cause parasite, but you know what it do? When it bite you, the side that it bite you on is going to be itching. Now, when you start scratching that particular area, there where problem come. You scratch it, you break the skin, you can develop infection from over there. So bed bug is one of those things. All right. The only thing is look bad when bed bug walking on you. You're sitting down among your friends, you're drinking or eating, or you're in the church. Then you're sitting down, the bed bug crawling on your shirt or on your dress. It ain't good, right? It's not something good for you to look at. It's not a good thing. Okay. The bed bug got one fan. You see, it come onto you. It put that fan into your skin, especially when you're sleeping. You won't feel it. And when you put that fan into your skin, it's going to suck the blood. Just keep sucking the blood. Keep sucking the blood. It will suck the blood until it get full. The whole stomach get full. It just leave. Okay? It will use that blood to do what? To lay more eggs. To make more eggs. And when it make more eggs, it hatch. And you see all the babies around. And they just live at the corner of the table. The bed bug do not like iron. They don't like iron bed. They like wooden bed. You see? That's what the bed bug like. The wooden bed. So those are the kind of furniture the bed bug can harbor in. It live there for some time. All right? If you keep bed bug on the sun, it will be dead. Okay? If you keep bed bug where there are no food, there are no blood, it will be dead. Okay? But the good thing about bed bug, they don't pass no infection. They don't cause any infection, So as a result, you don't worry about that. But the only little worry you should have is you should not have the bed bug to be crawling on your skin or on your dress when you go among people. Then they will say your place, your home is infested. They don't want it that way. They will consider you as a dirty person. You are not clean, all that kind of thing. They will classify you, they will put you into a different classification. It will not be a nice thing to do. So bed bug, if it is in your area, you notice bed bug, you got to just make sure that you clean it, you call the sanitation department, they go there and spray that whole thing and everything. Every now and then keep spraying it because it lay the air, the spray, let me tell you that, the spray is going to kill the bug that is already walking. But the egg develop what we call spores, okay? And it under there, so the spray doesn't go under it doesn't go in the spore. So everything is under that spores, and it's the covering. All right, they don't want it will not the spray is not going to destroy the air. In short, it will not destroy the air. So that's why you have to keep spraying your area every now and then, spraying your area every now and then, spraying your area every now and then. But the bottom line and the good one is it doesn't carry disease and it doesn't give you no disease. All right, it only have one fan, so it go there, it suck that blood, and the blood stay in and make air, and it come back empty. It go back and suck it again. If you bad lucky, you kill it. Okay, that's it. Okay. The next thing we talk about that can live parasite that can live on your skin is lice. You see the lice, hair lice, and something like that. But the main place the hair lice used to grow, people the poopy hair. You see, people comb hair. People can comb. We only concentrate on our hair, on our hair most of the time. But does one really concentrate on their poopy hair, the hair about the penis or the hair about the genitalia area there? Does people take care of that? Does the man take care of that? Does the woman take care of that all the time? No, they don't concentrate on that. Everybody think about hair, the hair on your head. That's the play with. So hairless, oh yeah, hairless. Every now and then you're scratching. You see? But what happened? The hair, you got that less. That less is right here over your pulpit. So as a result, you keep scratching in front of you. You see, that's a less. You keep scratching under you. It's also not good. Because you can't be sitting there among people, then you're scratching your hair, you're scratching in front of you, then sometimes you're scratching under your arm. Those are the places the hair less can be. You see, hair less can be to those kind of places. Your body, under your arm, in front of you, and on your head. You see? But again, the good thing is these animals that live on the body do not carry disease. All right? The only thing is that some people body have so much allergic mechanism that when anything touch the body, by the time they scratch it, it develops a little swelling above the skin, and that's what we call hives. It develop around the skin, and something like that. You will maybe rub the place like with something cream we call hydrocortisone cream, and it will reduce that itching, and the swelling will go down right away. Okay, it do not really, okay, it do not really carry disease. All right, that's human parasite on the skin. Okay, that's why it do. Then the next thing we'll talk about scabies. You see the thing? Scabies. You know the people got this small crackle all around them. They lie down on the floor. Just lie down. Especially the children back home, they lie down on the floor. Okay, you see them, they got all the crackle every now and then, they itching, they scratching the behind, they scratching their head, all that thing, all on their neck, on their body, on their skin, and the scratching. That's scabies. Okay, so something like that, you need to boil the whole place. You need to boil the clothes, the lie them, because the scabies, that parasite, the air stay on the clothes. It stay on the clothes. That's why when you wash your clothes, sometimes in the hot water, and you spray the place with anti-parasitic chemical and other things like that. Scabies is not good. It don't make your skin. It don't leave your skin good. It leave your skin breaking all like that. Then as a result, when you start scratching because scabies, then you go look. You have this breaking your skin, and you have infection all around. Infection can develop just like that. And mind you, all the bacteria that we're talking about, all the bacteria, all the parasite, all the virus, okay, we have, they all inside the body. We call that normal flora. These are the ones that are there. They're just there to watch. They are the good parasite. Some of them are just there to watch. But mind you, when they are there to watch this, they don't want to see any other bacteria going there. So when any bacteria else go over there, those are the harmful ones. So we call those bacteria, those virus, normal flora. But if you do not take care of yourself, all right, and continue to maintain yourself healthy and got and have enough blood. And let us say something like you have cold, the bacteria that live in your nose will be aggravated. Then your nose start running because you don't want that. You see, it's the normal flora. It's there to protect you. But if you aggravate yourself with by you having cold, expose yourself to cold, and you know it is too much, that bacteria get aggravated. Then it get into something different. You start having cold, and that cold can lead you down. And when it lead you down, the next thing you're going to have staph infection. Okay, you're going to be having staph infection, trouble now come. You coughing, staph infection lead down to your to your lung. The name is it travel, it get down to your in the blood, it go down to your heart. It attack the heart valve. The valve that when your heart pump, the valve open, the blood go and it close. When you got staph infection, it infect all those things, you got a problem. You see, that's why it is better to know. It is better to take good care of yourself. It is better to live clean. All right. So we've been talking about bed bug. Is one of those ones that live on the skin. They don't cause infection. Lice. They got lice, hair lice. Hair lice. It live under your it live under your under your body, something like that. But the hair lice, mind you now, the way it do you, it may cause a little thing because you scratch and you break your body, you break your skin over there. It ain't right. Something living on your skin, it try to get inside. When you break your skin, it become bad. So those are the things we talk about. Mind you, your body has a normal flora of all these bacteria to protect you. But when you aggravate them, they become bad. They turn against your body, and you become to have these things. All right. This is the platform for education. We are on Liberian Radio and Television Network, based in Pennsylvania, United States of America. Your host is Demon Spade. All right. So we've been discussing venereal diseases and other things like that. So that's what we've been discussing. So we discussed bacteria, we discussed parasite, we discussed virus, and sometimes we may discuss growth. Growth it means that all our body, everywhere all our body. That's why I make us to be tall. When you are born, you start growing because our cell grow. But what does our cell need to grow? Okay, our cell is a living thing. What living thing need to grow? Living thing need food, need air. Okay, need food, water, air, and blood to grow. So our body, as human beings, they need food, water, air, and the blood to grow. All right, that's what our body need. So, but what happens when the cells start growing abnormally? That's not the way it start growing. It just growing instead of it growing the way they say. Okay, this boy is 2 years old. You see him, he at the height of 2 years old. But if that boy cell is growing abnormally, he will be 2 years old. When you go low, he look like 5 years old. But is that the right growth? Is that the right way to grow? No. That boy growing like that. Okay, he 2 years old, but he look like 5 years old. He 5 years old, but he look like 11 years old. But he doesn't think straight. He does think completely different. He doesn't do things the way it's supposed to be done. You see? So that's what we talk about. But let's take a little break, and we will be back with more information. All right, this is a platform for education. We can give you any information that we see, that we know that we know it is good lesson for you. It's something that you need to know. We'll pass it on to you. Those of you who are in the United States and can watch or are following us, it is good to listen to us. But when we find any information, we'll pass it on to you. All right. We'll take a little break.
Lucky ball.
Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver?
Then activate it.
Some kind of way I can get it. Why must spoil liver? Some kind of way you can do it for me. Why must spoil liver? Yeah, some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up, oh, yeah. People hustle, no day, no day. Yeah. But my hustle bring it so much in. Oh, why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? Why must spoil liver? See, my pay your blessing that no more thing. Tell it before you can do it again. All kind of thing can creep my skin. When you get my own, I go cock in my leg, oh no. Cock like a big boy. Jehovah, you make me a big boy. When they make it noise, I don't talk. Take a lepe, walking one side. The students say they bluff it, then they come in, they be great boy. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Jehovah, you shower your blessings. Thank the Lord, Jawana. No, some kind of way I can get it. I must spoil liver. Way you can do it for me. I must spoil liver. Yeah. Some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up. Yeah. People hustle, no day, no day. But my hustle bring it so much in. I must spoil liver. I travel too far, I come back. Go America, I come back. I go Australia, I go Norway, I go Sweden, come back. Begin let me go Holland, begin let me go Germany, begin let me go Berlin. I came back and nominate me for MTV. I be represent on MTV. My man see me on MTV. Why am I spoiling for some kind of way I can get it? Why am I spoiling for? Some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up. Oh, hustle, no day, no day. But my hustle bring it so much in. My hustle. I must spoil liver. The DJ they liking and play the music.
Considerations in advanced prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among men in the United States, excluding certain skin cancers. A common misperception about prostate cancer is that it is rarely fatal. In fact, it is the second leading cause of cancer-related death among men in the United States. While it is true that prostate cancer is largely curable when diagnosed and treated early, patients with advanced prostate cancer have a less favorable prognosis. Advanced prostate cancer is defined as cancer that has spread beyond the original tumor. The most recent statistics estimate that 3 out of 10 men are still alive 5 years after being diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. Male hormones, such as testosterone, cause prostate cancer to grow and survive. Early treatments for prostate cancer attempt to lower levels of testosterone in the body. This is known as hormone therapy. However, prostate cancer tumors may eventually begin to grow again, even though levels of testosterone in the body are low. At this point, the cancer is considered to be advanced. Researchers are studying why this occurs to gain a better understanding of how to develop treatments for prostate cancer. Talk to your doctor about questions you may have about advanced prostate cancer. Recent basic science and medical evidence suggest that one possible reason that tumors continue to grow is that they become extremely sensitive to the low levels of testosterone that surround them. In this way, tumors can grow even though there are extremely low levels of testosterone in the bloodstream. Additionally, studies done in both animals and humans show that the tumor may begin to produce its own supply of testosterone. This means the tumor is capable of fueling its own growth. In other words, in advanced prostate cancer, there is evidence to suggest that the tumor may be providing its own testosterone.
We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic is being a human parasite. We've been discussing that. And we've been discussing ectoparasite, virus or parasite that live on the skin. Okay, parasite that live on the skin. That's what we've been discussing. So, if you have any question, let me make sure that you can call. Okay, and then call us. That's our phone number over there. Call us and let us know if you had anything like that. Maybe you may have experienced something like that. Okay. The main thing is this. So just know what we're talking about. All right. Those are the things we're talking about. That's what we've been discussing. If you have anything, you can call us back, and then so that we know you have problem, a little problem, call us back. All right. But let me turn to something that we know that coming that I want you to know. If I have any information, it is better to put it on this platform so that you know. All right. It's not all the time I will come over here and just give you talk on health all the time, talk on health. I may have a very good information for you about home, and it is something that you may know. All right. I want you guys to know. Something that I did not know, just like many of you did not know. I did not know from tournament time, because at tournament time I was born. From tournament time, our country, Liberia, has been under one party all the time. They used to call that two-week party. All right? But you know what? That two-week party was only in Monrovia. As a result, all the rural area of Liberia, they had nothing to do with the government, and the government had nothing to do with them. So the people live in the interior and eat their food, and the people in government live in the Monrovia area and do what they want to do. So as a result, our interior will not be developed. So that was not government. It is not the government that for the people, for our people in the rural area. Up to this point, Todman time, Turbo time, Doe time, Taylor time, Ellen Johnson time, down right now is we are time. You see? And all these people behave the same way. All of them is because our country is practicing what we call one party nation or one party government. They call that unitary government system. And in our constitution, is there the Article 3. And you know what? The worst thing about it is this. It says unitary government, unitary sovereign. You see that? Unitary sovereign. You know what sovereign means? Sovereign means supreme power like a king. That's what it means. Supreme power like a king. So anybody who is ever a president of Liberia, he got that power like a king. So he will never allow the people in the rural area to take part in the government. They will never do that. So as a result, the people in the rural area, they can't elect their own superintendent. The people in the rural area, they can't elect their own mayor for their different county seat. They can't do that. You know what to do? The president got that supreme power. The president got the power so much that he override the people we call lawmaker, the legislature. He override them. He don't care for them. He override the people they call court. The court can say, y'all go there, this man not supposed to do this. The president can just get up and say, no. I don't want that man to lie there and sleep. What I say, the man should do it. And that's what the man will do. This is how our country be running. That's what it is right now. What concerns me is should concern you. This is what concerns me. We hear a few days that Henry Costa, and you know, Henry Costa is being trusted mainly by our Liberian people right now. When Henry Costa says something, people will go there. I'm telling you, the people trust Henry Costa and Darius Dalen. You see these two people in Liberia? When you hear their name all over, it's because the same people in government, they take the news and give it to Henry Costa. Henry Costa will read it and put it on Facebook for us to know. You see? So the people trust Henry Costa so much. They trust Dara Dillon so much. You see? But one thing Dara Dillon and Henry Costa are not talking about is this. This one system of unitary government. Henry Costa saying to us, he's going to go to Liberia and lead a demonstration that's very good all over the world. Mahatma Gandhi led a demonstration that freed the people in India. Nelson Mandela led a demonstration and fought against apartheid in South Africa. Martin Luther King fought and led a demonstration in America that made black people to start voting today. That is not bad. But the worst thing I'm concerned about is this. If Henry Costa go now and stage this march, let's say upon we are say, look, you know what, the government, I can't make it. I'm stepping down. If upon step down now, who do we have to hold on to the government until we can get to election? And when we get to election, we will be able to do what? We will be able to move the unitary government and bring government that will connect the people in the rural area. And that kind of government system, we call it Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia. If we get Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia, then the people in the rural area can elect their superintendent. They can elect their mayor. Then our country, our rural area will not be developed. You see? They will not be developed. These are the things that we're talking about. Those are the things that we're talking about right now. So that's my worry. So Henry Costa now is going now to lead this march. But does Henry Costa have another group in mind that when upon leave, this group will hold on to power until election time? Or Henry Costa want he himself to be sitting there until election time? That is my problem and that is my question. Who do we have in mind? My this is one unitary. If you don't move that unitary, you put anybody there. You can put educated person there. He will do the same thing just like Talbot did, Tubman did, Taylor did, Doe did, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did, and Weah is doing now. because it under this umbrella. Anybody under that umbrella will do the same thing. If you put Alexander comment there, will do the same thing, except you move the umbrella, which is the unitary government, and bring in representative democratic government. Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia. You bring that system of government. That system of government will bring the people in the rural area, it will make them part of the government, because they are not going to be electing their superintendent. They are not going to be electing their mayor in those counties. These are people who sitting over there, they got developmental idea, but can they implement it? No, they can't implement it. Yeah? The development money under unitary government, the county development money, who do they give it to? Do they give it to the superintendent? They take it and give it to the representatives, people who make law. How can you take county development money and give it to a superintendent? Give it to a lawmaker. Lawmaker is not responsible for the people in the county. Of course, he's responsible because he represents them. But when they say the local, up-to-date responsibility, is the superintendent that sitting over there, going from village to village, know what needs to be done to those people in the villages. He knows that these people need to have elementary school in the villages. He knows that these people need to have clinic in the villages. He knows that these people need to have well to have drinking water in the villages. He knows that these people need to have electricity, solar panel in the villages. You see, these are the things that we are talking about. This is exactly what we are talking about. But again, it is not so under unitary, one-party nation like we got now. Article 3 of our Constitution, I don't know if Dara Dillon is looking at that. I don't know if Henry Costa is looking at this. I do not want them to go and say, oh, we're going for the march. At the end of the day, okay, we have left the government. But who we putting under the same umbrella again? Because you put anybody under that same umbrella will do the same thing like we are doing. So that means Liberia is never going to change to anything. Nobody going to be looking at Liberia to do anything. Except people outside, we who outside, see that the government system is not changed. Article 3 has not changed from unitary government to Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia. If we don't do this, this is going to cause a problem. We who in the diaspora, we who are educated and looking at things and have been looking at one thing over and over again. People in Togo government, some of them either work in Taylor, some of them from Taylor went to Dole, some people from Dole went to Elling, from people from Elling coming to where? It's the same thing. It's just duplicating the people. But because they are under the same umbrella. But look at the people in the rural area. Look at them. Look at them today. Do we have road from Ganta to Maryland, to Granjida, to Sino? Do we have any road, any paved road? It's because these people are always disconnected with government that have been coming to power. They are not part of the government. They are not part of the government. The rural inhabitants of Liberia are never part of the government in Monrovia. The government in Liberia is Monrovia. Okay? Dara Dillon supposed to be having his office in Bentall. That's the capital city of Monserrado County. But Dara Dillon will be having office in Monserrado County. In Monrovia. Because Monrovia, people think that the capital city of Monserrado County is Monrovia. And the capital city of Liberia is Monrovia. So everything we got Monrovia. The government Monrovia, Liberia is Monrovia. You see? Education pays a lot. Nobody can become a president of a country if you are not educated to read at least to know the law. To know what the needs of the people are. The question I'm putting to you guys out there today is this. Henry Pedro Costa, in few days to come, he is going to be taking an independent stand, which is risky, and the result could be good and it could be bad if there's a opposition against it. But if there are no opposition, it could bring a good result. But if that good result comes, which is to have the president say, I resign because I can't manage the affair of the Liberian people, who do we have? What is our plan? What is the next group of committee that we have now that is going to come and say, let's sit here. But in the meantime, we are interim government. Let's propose something. Before we can go to election, we want our people to know we are never going to be unitary government no more. We are going to be Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia. Do we have somebody like that? Do we have any group like that? Do we have any committee like that? If we don't have a committee, Henry Costa is thinking about himself. What is he going to do different? He's going to do the same thing. It's like to say you got canoe, and that canoe can only take one person to cross the river. Okay? Whether you put educated men in that canoe, it will float on that water the same way. You put 100 men in that canoe, it will float on that water the same way. That's the point though. But if you want that canoe to float differently, bring bigger canoe that you put 2 persons in it. Are we going to continue to sit down and be held by our nose, and then people say, go and eat, then you go eat. Go and drink, and go drink. As we speak right now, the most powerful man in Liberia right now is Nathaniel Mangel. That's the most powerful man. He override the judicial system. He override the justice, the lawmaker. Nobody will tell Mangel anything. Even upon we want to do something, he will say, "Your wait till Mangel come." Mangel is the me person. He is the king. That's why I'm telling you. That's why when you hear the word unitary sovereign, that sovereign means power as a king. That is what Mangel got right now. That's what that boy got right now. All the presidents that have been in Liberia, they all have been above the law. You will never say they are above our law. That's why we say rule of law. Is there a democratic nation when there are no rule of law? Do you call that democratic nation? No. By you standing and vote, but there are no law, there are nothing, there are only one person to tell you do it this way. Is that a democratic nation? You call that democratic? Huh? Everybody say, our democratic. You don't have democratic when your constitution told you in Article 3, Liberia is a unitary sovereign nation. Do you see that? That's why the people who are president and who are this and that, who fighting to become president, they see this. That's why they want to go on. Want to go on, they got that king power. The king to pass his degree. When the king pass degree, nobody say nothing. Whatsoever the king say, that's what they're going to go by. That's exactly what they are going to go by. Okay? You cannot have a unitary government and expect to have a representative democratic function. No, you must first of all make us to know we are this and let's behave like this, because if we are this, we must behave like what we got. How can you have one party, then you acting like you have 2 parties? No. It will never work. It will never work. We are one party state. The same two-way party, that mentality, that policy is not erased yet. People still going by the two-way party policy. It's because our people are not educated. And that's what the people make. That's what the people make it this way. So that the people cannot know. You look at right now, people who government position, we come in this great nation, America, and say that we came here for economic or money and educational development. Those are the two things we came here for. If you come here, you want to work and make money, you work. If you come here, you don't want to make money, but you want to go to school and become educated, you go. Those are the two things. But if you want if you want to get two, you can get two. But you can get one, okay, fine. But the point is this. When you get either of those or you get both, you have to go back. It is better to go back to give to the disadvantaged brother and sister so that their life, the living standard of these brother and sister will be improved from what you have learned. If it is not so, do you call that education? No. You are only educated when you help somebody improve their living standard. You go back and do that. But right now, in Liberia, that's why they call who know you. The Liberian government has always been who know you. Because why? They do not post government position in the paper and say, oh, we want managing director for this XYZ. But we want that person to have associate degree in XYZ. We want that person to give her a resume. We want that person to give her a reference. We want that person to come and take tests. In the great America, how many of you, all this time we here, you go to look for a job. If you have been to school, you go to look for a job. You think they will just go and take you and then put you to the place? They will ask you for your resume. If they ask you for your resume, they will ask you to take tests. They will set certain tests for you to take. They want to know whether you can read and write. They want to know whether you even finish high school. So they will give you a high school test, reading comprehension, and they give you little arithmetic or math, something like little algebra. If you pass that, then they can say, well, fine, they will take you. But in Liberia, they do not. The government had never set up, we don't have this kind of thing there. So, if you want to be a deputy minister for Liberia in government, you pay your $15,000. If you want to be a minister in Liberian government, you pay your $20,000. If you pay it, you become minister. If you pay that, you become deputy minister. So, somebody who pay money to become deputy minister, to become minister, when they get there, you think they're going to be thinking about what that ministry had to do? If they say their ministry is public work, supposed to lay road in the villages, between the villages, found the market road between the villages, you think this man going to be doing it because he paid $20,000 already? So that money that they gave him in that ministry, he got to first of all replace the $20,000 that he spent. That's what he's going to be doing. So as a result, all these people, they say the minister. Who are those ministers? Majority of Liberian government minister, cabinet minister, where they come from? America. Those guys work and save money because they go there and pay the money. They will go there and pay that money. They take them in. As a result, they come back. They will take the same money they pay. They will take it from the government and bring it right back here today. Okay? They don't care. They will bring it right back. Yeah, I pay my money. I got to get it back. That's how the Liberian government, under the unitary government, that's how it works. This is how it been functioning. I want you guys to know that. This is why we don't have job description. We do not have job description to say, oh, this job, they're looking for people looking for this type of education, competent people. That's why we never have competent people in government in Liberia. Majority of the time, we don't have competent people there because we went by who know you. A man cousin is loving to the president. They take, my cousin loving to the president will take me and put me into some kind of position, whether or not, no. They will just take me because of my cousin. My cousin recommended me. This is how it goes. We call that who know you in government. That's what they say. Government, for you to get government job, you gotta know who you know. Okay? Who you know. That man, to be a deputy minister, he paid this much money. To be a minister, he paid this much money. Is this the kind of system of government are we going to live under? Is this what we all Liberians want? Is this what we want? Can we call Henry Costa and let him know that this unitary government we don't want it no more? We are not free under unitary government. We are only free when we have representative Democratic Republic of Liberia, where the interior people are part of the government. This is what they call government by the people, government of the people, government for the people. But as it is, no. The government of Liberia is not for the rural. It's not by the rural people. It's not for the rural people. It's not. They are completely separated. What government does for the people? Do the people have any running water? Do the people have any electricity? Do the people have health care? Do the people have elementary school in their villages? No. They don't have that. The government is not for the people. The unitary government we must do away with the unitary government in order to have Liberia develop the way we see it in this country, the way we see it in other African countries. Unitary government has spread all around. People, we must open our eye and say this type of government is dictatorial. This type of government only tell you do this, do that, do this, do it. Are you free when somebody keep telling you go eat before you eat, go take bath before you take bath? Are you free? Is that what you call freedom? Then you sit there, somebody tell you, say go and stay on the line and vote. You say yeah. Then you consider that democratic. But you the only person, the law got to look at you. The man say you must stand there and vote. But when you put your foot in the guada, they say, oh, there's a law. You are not supposed to put your foot in the guada. But the man who telling you to go stand on the line to vote, he can put his foot on that guada. He can put all kind of dirt. He will put dirt in that guada. He will clean the road, anything. Nobody will tell you anything. Nobody can tell you anything. Huh? These people are about the law. The president of a unitary government is always about the law. They can do anything they want to do. They can take any money they want to take. Okay? The only way other people can come and help when we come and start crying. When people are dying, then the people come and help. But the way it is, we sit down every year. We're voting for the same, and we're under the same umbrella. We stay under the same umbrella. That's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to do. I want you guys to understand. Henry Costa is taking an independent stand that may be good and bad. If he did that, then what become of what we are doing? What become of it? What is it going to be? It's not going to be the same thing. Do we have anybody that is going to be there to be interim government here? If the man comes down right now, do we have an interim government? Do we have an interim government? So we do not have that. We do not have that. But he had not told anything. All he know, he going to lead this march. If he lead the march, this thing come, and we know that when he lead the march, the president say, I'm so tired, I got to leave. Who do we have? What interim government do we have? What would be the proposal of the interim government? Are we going to allow the unitary government to stay there and continue to say we're going to vote? You think anything going to change? We have seen it from Todman time, Talbot time, Doe time, Taylor time, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf time. Now is Weir time. They all do the same thing. They put their brothers they put their brothers and friends in government position. Nobody can take government position because what he knows. No, they don't do that. That's what they call who knows you. So if that's the case, then why do we send our children to the university? Because you go to university to learn so that when time comes for government position, it will be posted and you will go and take the test and pass it, then you can work in government. Why we send our children to university? If they cannot, if these people are not prepared to work in government, because John Brown coming from Nima, he had nobody in government, but he believed that when the position is open, he will take the test and sit down, he will have a resume, he will sit down and then take that test and pass it. But they will say, no, if you want to be deputy minister, you got to bring the $15,000. If you want to be a minister, you got to bring the $20,000. If you think I'm lying, you check it. Go and do your research and find out. If you think the Liberian government, what I'm telling you, the way they operate, if this particular system of operation, if it is lie, go back and check it. Read more on that. Don't just go by hearsay, because we ourselves read it and people who there came back and show it to us. This is how much money I pay. Okay? This is how much money I pay. That job is never there. They never put the job out and tell you, say, these are the people, these are the jobs we're looking for. Before you can take the job, you must be a high school graduate. Before you take the job, you must have an associate degree in college. Nothing like that in Liberia. When you take a job, when you see Liberian government, the people who become minister, they come back from here. They take 15,000. They pay them one by one. I mean, they get them. They pay that money. That's what goes. Is this the kind of country we want? Is this the kind of country we want? But we're sitting down here in America. We went to school hard. We worked hard. Put our leg in the cold water to study and take that chemistry. To put our leg in the cold water in order to take that biology and pass our final examination. Okay? But here we are. We can't go back. The same system we see here, we can't put it back home. By the time we get to Ralphie, everything out of our mind. We got different system now. We got to corrupt. Our mind is corrupt. First thing at Ralphie. Our mind is corrupt at Ralphie. You see? So the people believe in Darius Dayland and Henry Petro Costa. Okay? They believe in these two guys. By the time you say Darius Dayland, everybody, when you hear Henry Costa, everybody standing up. Henry Costa can stay right here in Delaware and tell them, say, everybody be over there. You watch. Henry Costa arrived over there on the 19th of December. You will see that airport. They believe in him. But my point is, can the Lord help me for Henry Costa to know that Liberia is under unitary government? We must change it. Can he influence his people to say, yeah, look, right now we're voting. We're standing right here. This amount of people decided that we don't want no more unitary government. We want representative Democratic Republic of Liberia. We want our people in the rural area to start voting. Can Henry Costa put that in the people's mind, at least so we can get something good going here for the rural people? If that's happening, it will be very much good. It will be for every one of us. If Henry Costa did that, then he's not for himself. If Henry Costa did that, then he and Darius Dayland will not be there for themselves. They will be there for the Liberian people. But if they do not do it, they are going there for themselves. If Alexander Cummings do not speak on this, he going there for himself. If Boakai did not speak on this, he going there for himself. If Europe going over there, he did not say this, they are going there for themselves. I want some of you who listening to me to spread the news so we can get this unitary government off and get in place Representative Democratic Republic of Liberia, so the people in the rural area will have part, they will take part in the government. But as it stands, they are not part of the government. They are not part of the government. The government, from time to time, is dictatorial. The president always appoint people to go to be superintendent for those county. Bond County is carry the largest population, but the president still appoint people to go there and control the people down there. Why can't they elect their own superintendent? Why? Why can't the people in the rural area elect their own mayor? Why? This is what I'm talking about. Please, Muhammad government did exactly what Henry Costa is about to do. Martin Luther King did exactly what Henry Costa is about to do. Nelson Mandela did exactly what Henry Costa is about to do. But these guys, they have plan. But the one that Henry Costa going on, where's the plan? Should we are leave? What is the interim government do we have in place? Or is still under cover, or is still behind the door yet? This is what we're talking about. Okay? Until then, please let the news go out. Unitary government is not the government for Liberia. Please. It's not the government for Liberia. It is separated. It is a group of people who only care for themselves. If you think I'm lying or saying something not right, look at Turbo Time and look at the interior. Look at Tournament Time and look at the interior. Look at Dole Time and look at the interior. Look at Taylor Time, look at the interior. Everything is concentrated in Monrovia. Okay? Please. Thank you.